Hi, I'm Andy from MBM. I'm with my colleague Darren today. Darren, I've got massive issues. I think you probably know some of them, but one of the biggest ones I've got going on right now is my inability to manage time. I am far too busy. I can't get all my work done. I'm quite happy to tell people about it. Now, I know that you run a training course for us. Tell us about it, because I think it could really help me.
All right. Okay, I can tell you about the objectives. I can tell you about the fun we have through the day. I can tell you about the light bulbs. But I'm going to tell you one single story, if we've got time. And the single story is one of the things we ask the learners. Imagine they're all sitting around a table. And I say to them, here's a piece of paper. Why are you on the payroll? And what happens is you get a lot of blank faces, and then there's some clarity. Darren, what do you mean? Well, I just want you to answer why you're on the payroll. And then there's some laughter about, well, I don't think Bob should actually be on the payroll. Yeah, we get that. And John ought to be paid half as much, of course. And then they start filling out their piece of paper. Now, what I do is I walk around, I look over their shoulder, and they're filling out their piece of paper. And what they do is they're looking up at each other, who can write the most. I'm here to manage people. I'm here to look after clients. I'm here to turn up on time. I'm here to do projects. And the lists are huge. And they're really good lists. And then I say, is everyone done after about 5 minutes? They say, yes. And they look at each other, and Bob's written the most, and they think, that's it, Bob's the winner. There's always one person normally who's just written one thing. And I say to them, would everyone look at what they've got, and whatever you've written is probably wrong. Because I'm not one of those trainers where everyone's right. There is occasionally wrong. It's not all those things. Why you're there working for a commercial company that makes money is to make money. So the salesperson, it's simply your target. And there's always one guy who writes down his target, 40 million. I hold it up and I say, that's why you're on the payroll.
Fantastic. Why is that important? And if I have my target, and I've got my target written down here of £4, why is that important for me to have clarity? What happens as a result of that?
Because everyone's busy, and I'm going to say something really controversial now. It is bloody easy to be busy. I could work 24 hours a day, and I'm busy. I'll be in my inbox, I'll be looking for emails, I'm waiting for texts, I'm doing stuff. But am I actually making a difference? And the only real answer to that is, am I achieving my targets? And are my targets clear, and are they SMART? Now, in my experience, everyone's heard of SMART, and nearly no one has a SMART target. They have sort of targets, but what happens is they set them with their boss in their annual appraisal. And then what they do the day before their appraisal, or maybe 3 days before, if they're a bit smarter, is they do this. Oh my God, I haven't done any of those, but I'll go in and I'll fudge it. What a shame. What a shame for them, for their own job satisfaction. What a shame for their boss, who can't be proud of what they've achieved. And what a shame for the company that they can't say, that's what I've achieved. So let's start with some really clear targets about why you're on the payroll, what have you got to achieve, and then everything else works from there. So if I'm working on emails and I can't make a link between that email and why I'm on the payroll, then there's an argument that says I ought to stop.
I like that. It's about helping you to prioritize the time and effort you put into things. Good stuff. Right. Understanding why you're on the payroll is super important. I just want to jump into just a brief overview of the 7 hurdles, because for me, that is the fundamentals of a really sound, robust, developing time management system. So can you just give us an overview of the 7 hurdles? We can put a link to a little bit more information on it. But for now, why is that useful?
So we've come up with 7 hurdles that are the foundation of a good time management system. Now, most people say, I haven't got a time management system. Everyone's got a time management system. You turned up to a webinar, you went to work, you've got a system. How good or bad it is not for me to judge. That's up to you. What we've done is come up with these 7 hurdles, and I'll give you the first one, an example, capturing. How do you capture all the demands of time that are either in your head, come into email? Where do they go? And I see people with 3 diaries. I see people with 15 notebooks. I see people with no notebooks, and it's all up here. But here's the thing. The most successful people are the ones with the emptiest heads. So I want to help these guys have a system where they get it out of their head onto a place, electronic or paper, that they can trust. And if they can trust it to poke and prod at them, Darren, you must do this on Wednesday, cracked. They'll be over the moon. Less overwhelmed, less stressed, far happier.
Excellent. Capturing, super important. We know there's a whole bunch of other hurdles that helps to build a robust, and I mentioned earlier, developing, because it's got to be right for the individual. It's got to be about continuous improvement and fine tuning. We'll put a link to those 7 hurdles. We're going to put a link to the training course in the comments at the bottom. If there's interest or curiosity around and you're open to finding out more, reach out, give us a call, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you, Darren.
Take care.